Roscoe?
Roscoe!
Get down!
Oh!
I don't know what got into him.
You'll find any excuse to go Outback for our perfectly grilled shrimp and our tender ribs with chicken on the barbie.
He used to be so well behaved.
Hello everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Yes! Alright guys, we are about to check out a very popular restaurant that unfortunately has met one of the fates of today's restaurants out there. It is a closed Outback Steakhouse, again here in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. So not only are we going to check out the outside of the Outback and do a little walk around, but we are going to check out the inside in a few moments. So definitely shout out to the gentleman that was able to let us in and invite us in to take a look. I really appreciate the opportunity because I want to make sure that we share some images and some video of a place that many people have actually eaten at here in the Charleston area, whether it be visiting family members, whether it be living locally and eating at Outback, whether it be maybe vacationing at Sullivan's Island, John's Island, anywhere, Isle of Palms, anywhere down here in Charleston. This Outback Steakhouse has had a lot of people go to it through the years. Now, one of the reasons why this location is closing is because it is not really in the best of locations for Mount Pleasant when it comes to restaurants. So let me explain. A few moments ago, you saw basically a highway that's in the middle of the road, and then there's two smaller roads on each side of the main highway here for Johnny Dodds Boulevard. Now, what happened many years ago, Mount Pleasant was a small town, not many people living here, and it was also very affordable to live here. That's not the case anymore. Mount Pleasant is one of the most expensive real estate markets in all of South Carolina, and specifically Charleston, and of course the Southeast. Homes are very expensive here in Mount Pleasant, and obviously so are rents. And what has happened with this location is that most of the buildings that are near this Outback are day spas, furniture stores, doctor's offices, professional offices, lawyers, financial service companies, lots of financial service companies. So this restaurant kind of is an outlier for this location. So unless you knew Outback was here, or you had an online order and that you were coming to pick up, you would literally fly past this location as you were heading to the newer, hotter areas of Mount Pleasant that have higher end retail, that have new restaurants. So Outback kind of, unfortunately, met the times, and it is no longer. So very sad to see that this location is closed. Now, there are other locations located in Charleston that are still open, so definitely check them out if you have an opportunity and you are down here in Charleston. Let's go ahead inside, and again, I really appreciate the opportunity to bring you this video because, again, a lot of folks have been through this restaurant. Grandmas, grandpas, husbands, wives, dates, sisters, brothers, babies, little ones. There's so many folks that have come to Charleston and have eaten at this Outback, or they've sat at the bar and maybe had a drink or two, non-alcoholic drinks also. So, and even myself, I can definitely say that I have eaten at Outback a few times. The food was always great. Service was always very friendly. I also appreciate that they usually had some great promos. So if you didn't specifically want a steak, maybe you wanted some of the other foods. There was always something available to everybody, and even for folks that maybe are vegetarians, you always could have had that bloomin' onion. And as we walk through the seating areas here for this location, I do hope that you are seeing in these images how well maintained this restaurant was for all of these years. Typically, when you see a closed restaurant or a restaurant that was recently closed, you will see all of the stuff that had not been maintained through the years. Maybe the flooring was nasty, maybe the tables were nasty, the chairs. Not this location, so big shout out to the managing partners for this location and any of the ownership here. This place was very well maintained through the years, even the exterior as we walked around. Very good craftsmanship of this building. Now, one of the sad things is that most likely this building is not going to stay. This property itself is worth millions and millions of dollars here on this stretch of highway for Mount Pleasant. So probably this is going to become a professional office, I would imagine. I don't really think that a restaurant is going to fit in this location again, because this is not the hot restaurant area of Mount Pleasant. It's actually a little bit further north on this stretch of highway, heading up towards a town called Awendaw, where properties were a little bit less expensive and a lot of new retail has popped up over the last several years. Also, as we walk through the restaurant's prep area here in the kitchen and the freezers and refrigerators, take a look, guys. Things were very well maintained here. You don't see things that are beat up. You're not seeing things that are broken. So again, big shout out to the folks that took care of this location through the years. It's very expensive to build out these restaurants. I've never worked in a restaurant, but I definitely know that we are looking at millions of dollars of restaurant equipment through this prep area. All of the fryers, the ovens, the heat units, everything here. Very, very expensive to build out these restaurants. And through the last few years here, as restaurants have had thinner margins and tougher staffing issues, unfortunately, again, this is one of those locations that has met that demise. So very, very sad to see. Now, I did hear that there is possibly another location, maybe in the Somerville area for Outback, that might open, which is really awesome. I assume it probably will go in near our Target or maybe near Nexton in the Somerville area, or maybe even Cane Bay. There are thousands and thousands of homes in the Cane Bay area. It's a massive development that's outside of Charleston. So as we do a final walkthrough here, we are going to take a look again back at the seating areas a little bit, and then we're going to take a look at the bar. We're going to take a look at these areas again where people came after work, where they stopped with their families. Maybe they again grabbed a drink or a non-alcoholic drink and they enjoyed their time with each other. Just think about all of the relationships, all of the memories that have happened here at this location. Maybe some fights also, you know, folks fight every now and then, right? So, but one of the cool things again is that we've got this on video. So if you've ever been to this Outback location, go ahead and let me know about it in the comments. You know, tell me about your experiences, the good food that you had. No hate out there, guys, please. I don't want to hear about bad experiences. I want to talk about the good things, because now that this location is no longer, we definitely want to reflect upon the good times. Now, before I leave you, I'm going to go ahead and walk back outside, and I'm going to take a look at the front sign on the building and also the pylon out on Johnny Dodds Boulevard. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Z-Man. Guys, Z-Man also had an opportunity to film this location. I let him know that I luckily was able to film it, and literally he went and filmed it also. So stay tuned for Z-Man's video. Also, we got to get Z-Man over 1,000 subs, guys. So if you like my channel, I please invite you to go sub to Z-Man. Check out his channel today. All right, guys, there's our final view of Outback Steakhouse, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.